Hello, it's John from DoubleSleeved, and welcome to Drafting with John. Another Zendikar Rising Premier Draft. And I hope that we are not 0 for 3ing, or 1 for 3ing, or even 2 for 3ing. At this stage, I'll take a 3 for 3. I may or may not have played a number of these drafts off camera, and done what I thought was a great draft. Turns out to be poor. I think where we are going wrong is our curve is still too high, and we're trying to make things work that aren't part of the really neat and tight synergies. So we're going to really hunker down. We're going to try and pull some of these really good value cards, whether it be rogues, wizards, warriors, or clerics, and we're just gonna try and grind down a good deck. So, getting straight into it, you got this magmatic channeler, which is a wizard. Good in terms of cycling, looting, and arguably a 4/4. It's a great card. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's a Ruined Crab. I do like a Ruined Crab, but I'm not in the game for Ruined Crab. The only other option is we go Royal Eruption. Royal Eruption is an absolutely solid card, either the best or second best common with Into the Royal. I need to make sure I look down to see that, because unless the rare or uncommons are absolute bangers, Royal Eruption is just the pick every day of the week. It doesn't hold us down into any specific thing, and I will follow it up with a Thundering Rebuke. Now, they must have had a really saucy rare, because that Thundering Rebuke is an amazing card. I mean, it's better than the Royal Eruption in that it is a sorcery speed, 2 mana, 4 damage. Other than that, you got a Feed the Swarm. Spores of Adventure is okay, but it's not like an early pick. Bubble Snare is really great, one of the best commons for sure. And then the Helion's pretty good, and the Bug Catcher's pretty good. But a 2 mana removal spells in red. Happy to take them. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, so the Wind Robber is specifically in Rogue and Mill. The Swarm is very much a cleric card. And the Balagad Recovery is pretty good, so I'll pocket that. I don't really love anything else, so we'll pocket that and see where we go. There is some synergy in green red, but okay. Royal Mage is pretty good. Field Research is pretty good. I don't really fancy the Canyon Jerboa. I'm probably just going to go Skyclave Geopede. Although I do like the Malakir Rebirth. I'm just going to keep with red. And that's a great sorcery card. But I'm going to take the Into the Royal and just see where that leads us. That is a fantastic payoff for... tough. That is tough. You know what? Let's cut red off. I'm tempted to go down here, and it may wheel. Let's be honest, it's not going to wheel, but we can't not. We've got 2 fantastic sorcery spells, and arguably another. Okay. Now, I'm indifferent about this card. 1 damage, but it is an instant spell. I mean, the Geyser Mage is both a blue spell, as green seems to not be here at the moment, and it's a wizard, if we're going to go down that route. I mean, Zoth Consumption's fantastic as well, but it's not for our deck, so I'm happy to take a Grasp, which taps a creature. I mean, again, happy to go Royal Mage, although I do like the Fury. The Seer is not great, but it's better than it is a wizard, so it will trigger some things. None of these cards are great, but we'll take the other blue. I don't dislike Deliberate as a cheeky little instant spell. So, red-blue wizards makes me... I mean, obviously we took the Royal Eruption, but we could have taken a fantastic card that would have been probably taken by our next-door neighbour. So we're probably not going to get some great red-blue wizards back. But then we don't know. They may have gone down the sort of mill route. It's hard to tell. Oh, another Royal Mage. Fantastic. Gets us back Sorcerer's Instance, which is amazing for us here. We'll take another Deliberate. It's unlikely we'll play both. And you know what? We'll take a Spell Shield. So that's a shame. That could have been a really great card, but it's not. What am I seeing really is probably just the Spike Hazard, which is a really, really weak first card. Really weak. But it is just kind of a free 1 damage. Okay, so that says a lot. But it also says Relic Amulet Time, which is brilliant. Relic Amulet, amazing card in the Wizards deck. Means we might even get another one. We're not going 3 colours. I'm not bothered by that guy. We'll take an Akum Warrior though, as a spell that can turn into a big beastie later on. There's nothing really for us here, but I will take the Sentinel as a bit of an aerial defense system. Well, you know, I'm happy to go field research. It's a good draw early and then draw more later. Oh wow, okay, into the Royal. Yes please. Clearly no one else is in blue. We've done a fantastic job of stealing blue away from people. There are definitely sort of 4 or 5 cards here that I would happily trade, but having the Amulet and the Sorcerer, pretty pleased to have both of those in our deck. Just waiting for the rest of the packs. Okay, so that's interesting as no one's in Clerics at the moment. I would say Sungmad Treachery is definitely the better option, as it's a bit more late game and we're not really going to go late game. Although I do like Risen Riptide. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 kicker cards, so it could definitely work, but we'll take the Treachery. We're more likely to play a kicked Spell Shield than anything else. And I'm just not interested in any of these cards. I don't dislike the Rogue. I wonder whether or not it's worth taking the Warrior just so we have another early play. I mean, at this point we're just taking whatever comes around. They don't really matter. I'd like to have had a few more playables at this point. I mean, we could play Cascade Seer, and if we want to go down the route of having a few more varieties, we can, but Okay, here we go. So really unfortunate that we can't play any of the top cards. And a bit frustrating that the only thing we're going to be really looking to play is the Geyser Mage. I don't dislike the Duelist as a combat trick, bit of mill, whatever else. We don't really need the mill. And we have other things for combat tricks. So I'm going to take the Geyser Mage. If we wield the Duelist, great, but its chances are that we're not gonna be able to. However, that is a fantastic card. So 1/4 that draws you 2 and discards 1, and then you can just change to a 4/1 as and when. We would love to wield the Expedition Diviner, or the Selundai Vision. But great card for us there. Oh. Now, I would take a lot of other cards over this card, but it is A, a wizard, and B, it does some damage when it enters. Probably for us, only 1. The other alternative is we go for a 3/2. I think actually we're probably better off with a 3/2 that gives us mana for some of the other spells we've got. Again, we don't really have many creatures in our party. We've got more efficient ways of dealing that damage. I think we'll just take a Disruption as it's basically a free card. So the debate here then, we've got a wizard that you can spin things around with, or you've got a Riptide. I think we'll will the Riptide, which is a bit of a risky strategy, but I think we will. So I'll take the wizard that we can play on turn 2. Wow. Oh, what is this pack? I mean, we're in a position to absolutely take the Roost of Drakes. We've got plenty of cards that play with that. And what a fantastic Merfolk Falconer. This deck has kind of really pulled itself together. We'd like a Helion at some point to try and pull some of these cards back from us, but we can start to be really, really critical of what's in our deck now. On the back of that. You know, we've got ourselves 4. Go in there. 4 of these. Like I said, we will take that. It will help with some of our cards. We got the Vision. I don't know if we'll take a second one. But if we can wheel, I mean, the Squid might even land in our deck. I don't think we ended up wheeling what we wanted. But, you know, we really did get some fantastic cards towards the end there. So as I was saying, we ended up with 5 of these guys. Obviously a really early curve. But you've got to remember that some of these cards are going to be kicked for a lot more. So that's basically a 6-drop. That can be a 6-drop. Those are both 6-drops. That's more likely to be a 4-drop. That's a 4-drop. You know, I'll have that back. What was it? I just got rid of. You know, so it's when you start. That can be an 8-drop, a 7-drop. It won't be, but not all the time anyway. The only thing we need to be critical of is, can we do enough early doors So I think we're looking at 10 and 10. So if we round that, we have 9 blue and 9 red sources. We have no way of pulling those sources back into our hands, other than if we use them and then pull them back as spells. So when you look at it like this, it's quite scary how many cards we can use elsewhere. But if you look at it in terms of can be played, you know, the amulet. So kicker wise, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 kicker cards. I think is pretty strong. The next question is, do we think that the Geopede is worth it? Or have we got enough? So we've got 1 rogue. So I think we're going to have to relook at some of these cards. We've got a rogue, a warrior, a bunch of wizards, wizard, wizard. I think I'm going to keep the cleric in because we're adding mana with the Electromancer. Are we doing anything else that requires party? Because if we're not, then let's not waste our time. No. Well, if we're not, then let's pull ourselves our big hitters back in. I don't think there's anything. Would I rather have an anti-cognition? Woo. Than a duelist. I guess it's the duelist that I'm a bit unsure of. We'll go deliberate instead of duelist. We've got 2 spell shields. Creature count is very low though. 9 wizards. So 1, technically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1. Yeah. So I probably should go another 1. You know what? If we went like that, we've gone up 14 creatures, 10 wizards. The only thing we're not doing, we're losing 1 kicker card, but I think the duelist just gives us that little bit more flexibility. No, I'm gonna. Okay, deliberations done. We've wasted a lot of time on it. Do need to change my lands though. Oh, nearly. Royal. The Royal Rebuke. I know I spelled royal wrong, but that was on purpose. Okay. If this deck doesn't do well, you may not see another draft video for a while. Because I've probably done 4 or 5 drafts off stream, or off video. I'm going to pitch the Cascade Seer with the Fissure Wizard. I'd rather have that. So in theory, could I have been smarter with my mana there? Maybe, but I don't know. If they want to try and kill things, they can kill things. Kicking that for 2 isn't the best thing in the world. If they play something scary, yes, they're not really doing a huge amount. So if I play Master of Winds, I pitch the Ambusher. They can dispel it or negate or whatever it may be. I still get the trigger. So they've literally just let me draw 2 cards and discard a card for free. Okay, well they know I've got it, so... So this is like a kicker deck situation. Okay, gaining a bit of life, drawing a card, playing an addition. There you go. So that was a weird situation. They clearly just kept drawing lands or whatever, not having any creatures, but that's fine. We'll go back up to silver 2. We obviously need to get back into gold, and then we need to get through gold. Oh, you can see the sun's come out. Green screen working perfectly, as you would expect. Alas. Right, 1-0. Here we go. 1-0. Didn't even see Rooster Drakes that turn. Didn't get to play Royal Eruption. Didn't really get to do a huge amount, but... Collector GP. What a shame. But, you know what? We'll play it because we can Jwari Disruption, turn 1. We're not going to be doing anything. We'd rather kick Rooster Drakes than play it straight out. If they play anything that's really scary, then we can always Royal Eruption it. That's not really scary. Just going to straight play ourselves a Geyser Mage. The healer hasn't got lifelink yet. So now it does have lifelink. Okay, so 2 of those, that's fine. All their mana. Let's just get this online. So really, when we look at mana, if they don't do anything, then we'll play Rockslide Sorcerer. If I don't get another land, I'll play Rockslide Sorcerer, Rockslide Sorcerer. So that's fine. If they want to bubble snare it, then they can. Like, I'm fairly happy just to trade. I don't want them to go too far ahead. I think I just need to get this guy online. I really want to be kicking Spell Shield in order to get another Drake. It's a shame that I couldn't give it hexproof. So they're going to hit me for 5, which is annoying. So I really need to rally now. Okay, so I can Royal Eruption. So this would deal 1 damage to any target. So if I need to kick something really. I might just play a wizard. I can then kick that onto the Royal Mage. Okay, so we've turned a corner. Oh, okay. That's scary. Leaves me with 2 creatures. Should I have kept Geyser Mage back? Possibly. I feel really stupid because I absolutely should have won that game. Guys, this must be painful to watch. There's no need for me to attack with all those things. I should have just attacked with the flyers. Oh man, that's so bad. This deck is great and we should do great with it, but how silly. How silly can you be? Well, if I don't get 5, 6, even 7 wins with this deck, then what am I doing? What am I doing? Malvez 90. Help me out here. Whomever you are. I'm going to keep it because I've literally got everything I could want. So that's a good blocker for that. A Royal Eruption kills the ambusher, but meh. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. One each. Nice. That's annoying. And Geyser Mage comes down next turn. And then we just really need to keep the draws coming. Okay, giving everything haste for no reason. I actually think I want to cancel. I wanted to do that, but I can't. I don't have the mana for it. So at this stage we're just sort of landing stuff on the table. You know, I can pump my T to peak, as can they. Make that a 3/3. So they pulled a land out. I'm in trouble without that next land. I think I just need to get rid of this. That was a bit extravagant, but I'm hoping that next turn I draw a land and then I can actually start doing things. Because at the moment, sitting on 3 lands is a pain in the backside. I mean, that is something. I mean, next turn I can into the Royal, which is still like rubbish. I know I'm running lands a little bit, you know, 18 lands, of which there are a bunch of spell lands, but so they can pump that. Force them to use their mana. I could double block here, but thank goodness. Like, I'll trade that off. Not overly worried about that. I'm going to keep the Rock Slide Sorcerer alive as long as I can. That wasn't very long. Okay, so I can defend and make that a 3/3. I think I'm just going to need to... Yeah, if they've got nothing else to do with their mana than that, then that's fine. Just don't know if I even want a land, but I'll take it. I can now double block the Lagak. And again, if they have something, then they have something. If they attack with the ambush as well. Well, that's a pain in the backside. Who main decks Molten Blast? Wow. Well, I think that's kind of worked out for us. I just need more cards. So I can pull back an instant or sorcery, which will probably be the Royal Eruption, or the Into the Royal. What do I do? Pitch the Spell Shield? Okay. That's fair. Well, now I know I'm definitely getting the Royal Eruption. If they've got any way of buffing that, if they even throw another land down, then that's a double. Yeah, ah well. This is so frustrating. Why would they do that? They had lethal. I mean... They've got a lot of mana, but they absolutely had lethal. Don't mind you doing that. Wow. If they've got a 4 mana, something that they can give flying to and has haste and whatever else, then fair play to them. Next turn we Royal Eruption their Rubble Fort. Oh, thank goodness. Or do we just get rid of it, you know? 2, 4, 6... better to just have that back. I can Royal Eruption it as soon as it hits the table. This has been an embarrassment of not being able to do anything, but not being capable of physically playing a card game. But hey ho, I could have brought the Ambusher back to my hand, but the fact that they can just give something haste is. Well, I think. Wow. There was no way. They had lethal and they missed it. And that is lucky. And I played that so badly. But we pulled through. We pulled through. 2-1. Let's keep it going. I used to like M21 because it was simple. Creature, creature, spell, spell, spell. Ah, that's annoying. I'm going to keep it, but that could be the death of me. I've got plenty of islands. Oh, we could be playing a mirror. That's annoying. Do I just get rid of that now? I can get it back later with the Royal Mage. I'd rather do that now. And then get that 2-for-1. They can stop one of my creatures blocking, but I should still be able to, unless they play another warrior. Blue-red warriors is not really a thing, to be honest, but, you know. Okay, I think we just want to field research. Like, happy to trade. Obviously they're going to be able to stop this from blocking them, and I'll take 5, but then next turn I've got the Falconer, which blocks the Diviner well, unless they play another. Okay, that's fine, that blocks it less well, but still blocks it. Question is, do I Cylinder Vision? What would I be hoping for? Okay. I think I just need to slam that down and then get the spell shield ready. If they draw another, yeah, an opponent, so they can stop one of these two attacking. I'm happy for that to be bounced, if that's what they want to do. Next turn I can bounce that. And then they're just going to stop the block, which is fine. I'll take 7. So I think I will kick the into the royal. And then hold open spell shield. Just going to play that as a tapped. Cost 3 to equip. Just stops that from untapping, which is a little bit lame maybe, but hey ho. It is what it is. Okay. That's fine. I'll chump the Akun Warrior. It's got trample though, which is a bit of a pain. So we've got 7 mana. Next turn I need 4 and 4. If I draw a land, that'd be great. If not, then I'll play Roost of Drakes, and then if they've got a spell, then good for them. Cool. So we keep 1 creature out, which is good. There, fair enough. It's good for me. That's annoying. So we'll play. I'm not sure if that was the right way of doing that, but they play both their guys out. Okay, fair enough. They can then equip. My life total is low, but I'll happily spike field the sneaking guide, which that's even better. I should have done it the other way around. I'm an idiot. How are you doing? Whenever you play a wizard, it can be a whatever. So that can stop that attacking. And if they equip it, I'll still block there. Seems like a really silly thing to do. I'm happy to make that trade. Because this looks bad for them for next turn. The Royal Eruption will do a significant amount of damage. I don't think that they've got blocks. There we go. Oh, we made that hard work as well. But we got there. Like our early game, we are losing life significantly. We go down to single digits and then we kind of have to try and stabilise and pull ourselves back up without any life gain. It's a 3-1, so it's not a disaster station at this point. But we really need to push it up. It shouldn't be 3-1 either. It should be like, well, I think it should still be 3-1, but we should have won a game that we lost and we should have lost a game that we won. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. They are... this new format is tough to get your head around when you're a less than great player. Also, the collar on this shirt is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And Commander Legends is out soon. Jumpstart for the UK is finally around the corner. I think next week or late next week. Which is fantastic. So what am I thinking? I want to go Songmad Treachery into Ireland. Especially if they're going to start doing that kind of shenanigans. And I will pitch the cleric. Good. Tempted to keep it for its kicker. Yeah, I wondered if that was going to happen, but that's okay. I'm not overly bothered by that. Next turn we can Roost of Drakes kicked. Because of kind of what we did today. Gives us a really good block here, gives us this sort of engine. Next turn we can go Master of Winds, or if they put something scary down we can always Rebuke. They shouldn't be playing anything to remove this because no one plays enchantment removal in draft. They're going to anti-cognition that as well, are they? Or are they going to... If they play that Jawari, what's it? And I've not put my island down. I mean, why would you have 2 anti-cognitions in your deck? Maybe it's just me, but... I mean, obviously it was a good idea for them to do that because... You know, it meant that they... That's annoying. I could do with kicking that. But I am 1 land short. Well, I'll just keep racing. Excellent. Did not want a 3/3 flyer hanging around. Happy to take 1. If they have another counterspell, I was about to say, like, fine. Fine. 2 Living Tempest and 2 counterspells. Playing Flash. Playing some sort of weird Flash deck. I don't like an attack now, but then I'll be attacking next turn, so that's up to them. I shan't block. A land, please. It's not a land, but it will do. Can I order my triggers? I mean, that's a fantastic... if they want to flash it in, good. So next turn I can Cunning Geyser Mage. Flashed. Flashed, I mean Cunning Geyser Mage kicked. I mean, if we're going to race, why would you... Unless they've got another one. You know what? I think I might just... They absolutely 100% have another Living Tempest. Go on, block it. Ha! Fine by me. Next time I draw something to get my royal... Probably get my Into the Royal back. Again, if they've got a way of getting rid of that. Okay. What are they getting out? Another Living Tempest? That's fair. That is fair. It's a good card. Gives me a ground and an air. Gives me another kicker card and a last kicker card. Obviously next turn I'll be dealing 6 damage. Sorry, 5 damage. And if they've only got 1 in the air. They'll flash that in, which is fine. It's lifelink, but it's menace. So, if I attack with everything, that's 9 damage. Sounds good. I think I'm better off kicking. I've got a blocker for that Living Tempest, that's fine. I'm happy for the Null Priest to go. I can't imagine what they've got, but okay. Oh, that's annoying. So they're going to go... I think that should be it. There we go. He sussed it out with the spike field. He got there. He got there. Silver 1. Let's get the gold. Come on. Oh, over an hour video. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've got there. Right. 4 and 1. Oh. It is. It's hard work, all this thinking. I tell you what, it's hard work. Goodness knows I need the coins, the gems, whatever they give. I just can't keep that. That's so frustrating. I mean, I will keep that, but I don't like it. At least I've got Royal Mage or Wizard or Ambusher, depending. Okay, so they're going to get their... Okay, planes, fine. That's annoying. Okay, I'd rather just have something out. Any red source. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. That feeling when you mulligan. Oh, and then they put something like that down. That just needs to die. There is no way around that. Next turn, if I get another land, it's Master of Winds. Alternatively, if it's a mountain, I could go both Fissure Wizard and T to Peak. But I feel like I don't know what I would sack at this stage, so I think you'd expect to see the what's it, McCall? Oh, I like all of these. I can Relic Amulet, yeah, Royal Regrowth. Sack a land, get 2, put them onto the battlefield. Yeah, they are very ahead on lands. So what's good next turn is if I draw a land, no, even if I don't draw a land, I can Amulet, then I can Wizard, which turns that into a 4/1 in the air, which then trades. They could even put 2 of these down, you know. What's that? I think I'm better off... I think I need a land. I just don't want to risk this Master of Winds with the Raptor out. Wow. Okay, I'm happy to trade. Next turn I've got the Falconer. What is that? It can't be countered. It's hexproof. I guess we're racing then. If they just bulge that right up, then good on them. It's not got trample, so I'll hold back the wizard next turn. If they don't play a flyer or removal, yeah, fair enough. Wow. That escalated, didn't it? Gonna play anything else? Empty your hand out? Yeah, fine. Well, I can get rid of that. Putting a... I've got the Drake to block the Baloth. If they try and get rid of it, then I'll okay. So really all I can do is just sit in the way of these two, which is annoying as all hell. I don't have a Royal Eruption left. Okay, that's their hand out. My hand's out. That doesn't do it. Okay, 4-2. Now we're getting serious. That was a hyper aggressive green deck. It didn't have a good start. What can I say? We can't win them all, but we need to win the next 3. Like, this is a good deck. Does the warrior really sit in it? Maybe not. you know, do I need as many dual spells? Maybe not. It'll probably work a bit better with something that gains life. It's just a shame that like white doesn't really have many wizards. Neither does black, which tends to be your main life gainers. But hey ho. It's taking a little while. Taking just a little while. Or it's, you know, the world has abandoned me. No, forget that. No abandonment here. Ferner, 8,125. What is this? Luckily, it's okay. Turn 2, Relic Amulet. Turn 3. Boom. Got 2 good removal spells. Got to probably go card draw. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Can't Master of Winds off it, but I can Cascade Seer. Not that that's helpful. Oh yeah, I can Master of Winds of it now. Six is kind of a sweet spot, really, land-wise. Okay, take 4. That's fine. That is fine. Okay, so I'm happy to pass, and then I'll deliberate at the end. It's a pretty solid turn. Got stacked hand, plenty of removal. Okay, keeps gaining them life, which is annoying. Can I kick it? Not yet. Kick it next turn. So they know I've got the Thundering Rebuke for it next turn. You see, that's fine. Oh, I should really have done it in the other order. Got a spell shield if I really need it, if they try and like just destroy that. At this stage, Cascade Seer looks really good. There's plenty of like board wipes in this. I say plenty. There's a couple. That doesn't really bother me particularly. Maybe that was a bit overkill, but look, when you're in that kind of place, this deck feels really, really powerful. 5/2 feels good, but we really need it to go up higher to do it justice. Considering that they had some good removal and whatnot. I think a 6/2, like I said, even a 7/2 would be fair. I should really have won both the games I lost, although like I said, I probably should have still won the one I won. That was a bit dodgy, but hey, we got there. I don't know whether or not I'm speaking enough, letting you know what I'm thinking, but it's hard to comprehend what speaking even is. What is speaking? Baby, don't hurt. Don't sing. That's probably the wisest. Don't sing. Okay. Let's hope this isn't the last one. Wow. I've got nothing to do early game. I'm going to have to get rid of that. That's better. No what? No. Yeah, I'd rather have an actual land. I've got opportunities to draw some good stuff, so okay, that's fine. Anything you can do, I can do also. I can do anything also. Can you? Yeah, that doesn't really do a lot at the moment, so that's fine. I think I can keep the spell shield up. And that was always going to happen, wasn't it? For honest. So 5 in the bin and it needs 8, and it'll tap. I'll just start building a little army up. What have I milled? Royal Eruption's a bit of a pain, but I can get it back with my Thundering Rebuke's a bit of a pain, but that's fine. So they can attack now, I think, which I'd block with the Cleric so it doesn't untap. Okay, so that's fine. What am I thinking? pretty happy just to hold this board and, you know, yeah, it's going to be annoying. I'm pretty happy to take that trade. Yeah. Gives me a next turn Tazim Raw Mage. Okay, puts me on 7 cards. Okay. So I think the right thing to do... Let me just think about this. If I kick that, I can get back the Royal Eruption, but I can't do anything with the Royal Eruption. My clock is like, I don't have long. Oh, fair enough. Milled by 2 crabs. Well, I think the deck was probably better than I showed it there, but we built the deck, so I guess we're better than we showed. Don't thank you for watching the last hour and a half. We've managed to get ourselves something at least. It's been great fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you have too. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, etc. And we'll see you in the next one.